Ellen in Tarzana, California. Hey, Ellen, what's up?
Hey, Thom, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you today?
A lot of callers from California today, and I'm calling because I live in California, and California has mentioned the word secession, but is there any possible way of California or any other state fundamentally, symbolically, financially secede from Trump's federal government mandates? And California also has a supermajority in our state House Assembly, and I believe the state Senate in a pretty
Democratic
significant
supermajority.
way.
Yeah.
So that would be my question: is how you feel about that?
I understand that there's a secessionist movement in California. That used to just be, they wanted to create Jefferson up in the northern part, but now it's kind of gone statewide. It's not going to go anywhere. There is a mechanism for it, but it's not going to be used. If California really wanted to have a consequential impact on the United States, as opposed to seceding from the United States, which it's not going to do, but if they really wanted to have a consequential impact and a major change in the political dynamics of this country, it should divide itself into at least 3 states, which would produce 4 new senators. Right? If Southern California, say from Los Angeles south, became a state, Central California from just north of Los Angeles up through just north of San Francisco became a state, and then Northern California from north of San Francisco all the way up to the Oregon border became a state, then you would have 3 states. Then 2 of those states would almost certainly be entirely Democratic, and one would probably have 1 Democratic and 1 Republican senator, and it would expand the number of Democrats. It would expand representation. Right now, a voter in Oklahoma has 16 times more impact in terms of their vote for the House of Representatives and for the Senate, in terms of their impact on the United States government, than does a voter in California, because you've got, 38 million people in California, if my memory serves me right, with 2 senators.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, with 2 senators. And Oklahoma has in the neighborhood of 1 million people with 2 senators. And, Vermont has 600,000 people with 2 senators. So, the biggest impact that a big state can have to kind of equalize the country, and frankly, I think Florida and New York should do the same thing, and Texas, is to split into 2 states. And that's going to increase the number of senators in the Senate and make it much harder for the Republicans to, because right now, you've got 13 or 15% of Americans are represented by enough United States senators to block any kind of legislation, all Republicans. And it's not the way it should be. And so that would be my recommendation.
I really agree with that. And I don't know if you read the new resolution written by the city of San Francisco, which basically, to protect its citizens, to protect women's rights, and also a very large declaration made by, I believe, the State House Assembly yesterday or the day before, emphatically strongly worded message to the future federal government run by Trump to preserve our, identity and the protections of its citizens in the entire state.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be interesting for the state of California. After the election, I guess I was relieved I lived in this state, but I certainly hope.
You're one of the lucky few. Ellen, we're out of time, but thank you for the call. Excellent points all. Thank you for the call.